It's not so much that humans are space orcs as it is Earth is space Afghanistan, because throughout the galaxy it is known that Earth is where empires go to die. Let me tell you, being stationed on Earth was the absolute worst. We thought that after Earth had been subdued, we were going to be the first non-human species to conquer the planet in known galactic history. Spoiler alert, we aren't going to. Nobody will ever conquer that place. No kingdom, empire, or coalition of liberators will ever win the war for Earth, because the only way to beat humanity is to destroy it. I signed up for the Olican Expeditionary Army with dreams of adventure and siblinghood with my fellow soldiers. The Empire was snowballing back then. We'd incorporated 7 worlds in the last 2 standard years. Earth was simply going to be a stepping stone, a checkpoint to station forces so that we could invade outer Skoi territory. The last 5 alien invasions should have been warning enough, but pride often blinds you to probability. It makes you think you're invincible. To be fair, the invasion went nearly perfectly. We'd pretty much taken over after 8 months of fighting. It had been easy. When the atmospheric Marines were replaced by standard army forces, we learned of our mistake. Humans don't win battles, but they win wars. How? Simple. They don't roll over and die. Humans are weird, fleshy, hairy creatures. They're a jack-of-all-trades kind of species. They aren't the smartest, strongest, or fastest, but they aren't bad at anything. They're unassuming at first glance, but you take one look into their pair of eyes, and you can see generations upon generations of hate. Humans have been invaded 6 times in the last 150 standard years. They have witnessed slaughter after brutal slaughter, subjugation after subjugation, defeat after defeat. They don't care. They are used to war like no other species in space. Their planet had no period of unity in their pre-galactic history. Humans had been killing each other since they learned that they could. Their first invaders, the old Skoi Republic, were the unifying force that humanity could have never found on its own. They stopped their petty wars and dedicated everything to resisting the Skoi tide. They won. These dirt-plowing, galactically unincorporated natives beat the Skoi and indirectly shattered their republic into 5 pieces. Rinse and repeat for the next 5. If history repeats itself, then history is stuck in a loop on Earth. We just happen to be the latest iteration of suckers that bit the bait that is this blue hell. 9 years later, all the bait is gone from the hook. All that's left for us here is death, and there is plenty of that to go around. Humans fight without honor because why would they? They aren't an empire with other planets to fall back to. They don't have allies. They can't buy weapons from other planets. All they have is leftovers from the last 5. Make that 6 invasions. They've got nothing to lose because Earth is all they have. Just because some other species are flying their banner over Earth doesn't mean it's theirs. You might wonder what these savages can actually do to a primary galactic power. They can do a lot. Last week, we're out on mechanized patrol, clearing every room in a city block. I'm on sniper overwatch on the roof of the opposite building. About 12 of our guys enter a hardware store. I'm watching as they're annihilating resistance fighters left and right. I'm taking out human runners that are trying to flee the building. I thought that was odd because humans don't usually run. Right as I went to call that oddity out over the radio, I figured out why they were running. The place was rigged to blow. They just had people inside to lure us into entering. Since they couldn't bog down the assault, they just settled for a mutually assured death. Not a single human or Oleka survived. I fucking hate this planet. Luckily, I'm not staying. None of us are. We're going to go fight a different war in a place that actually matters. So enjoy your little victory, humanity. One day, you'll look around and see that your little ball of dirt and water is nothing compared to what's out there in space. You'll leave your little brick houses and realize that you were morons. If you had just given up, we would have modernized you. But I don't care anymore. If you ever do leave Earth, humanity, then do us a favor for all our siblings who are still buried there. Blow up your damn planet.